Greetings, family, and welcome to the Let's Remember Together video series. This will be a series of 3 to 5 minute videos that will guide us through a practice that God says we should engage in frequently. The practice is to intentionally remember, but not just remember. We should remember specific circumstances and events and then spend time considering them. First, we recall, then we consider. Why does God tell us to engage in this practice of remembering and considering? There are many reasons. One is so that we properly participate in this season. What season, you ask? The season of Lent. Or we might think of it as the time leading up to Resurrection Sunday. The term season of Lent has broad meaning, and it is not our intent to speak of or participate in all of the elements of Lent as it is celebrated in various traditions. Our goal is very specific, and that is to engage in the practice of intentionally remembering and meditating on the events that are relevant to the resurrection of Jesus Christ. We do this by recalling the supernatural events that are connected to his resurrection. Recalling and considering these supernatural events then turns into the fuel that powers our celebration of these good things that God has done for us. So God tells us to remember and consider, but he goes further. He tells us to remember and consider the good things that he has done. Ephesians 3:19 and 20 teaches us that raising Christ from the dead is the greatest of the good things that God has done. When we choose to obey God in recalling and meditating on the good things that he has done, when we do this as a gospel community, when we do this together, this biblically prescribed practice of recalling and considering, this practice works to define and deepen the values that we should hold most dear. When we intentionally speak of the good things that God has done for us, when we tell of these things to each other, the collective recalling and retelling becomes our communal confession. Our communal confession that these things are important to us. These good things that God has done for us. These good things, they mark us as the Father's children. These good things that God has done for us, they mark us as brothers and sisters to Christ. Let's remember these good things together. In the next video, we will review a passage that clearly defines why and how we are to recall the good things that God has done for us. Family, let's remember together. Stay tuned for the next video, and God bless.